Hey friends, June here from Plan with June. I just wanted to come in and kind of give you a monthly wrap up for my planning this month. So, I've done a lot of talking this month about just some various things with regard to the Action Accelerator, just my bullet journaling process, and things like that. And next month, I'm going to be transitioning over to a little bit of a different process. So I've been testing it out in my art of planning and journaling. And so I thought I would give you a little walkthrough and finish out the month. So let's take a look and move us around. There we go. So let me see here if I can fix some of this. I think it has a little bit of a glare. So this is the August Art of Planning and Journaling, and I am still going to use pieces from the Art of Planning and Journaling in my new system, and so I'll kind of point that out as I go so you can see. I always love to do my coloring. It's a great way for me to relax in the evening and de-stress and just wind down from the day. I did use my calendar for my content planning, and I am very happy that I've made some progress from the last few months and accomplished quite a lot. The checklist that I created, and I talked about this in an earlier video, has really helped me out to help me actually execute some of it. So that's a big help. I am down to my, last couple of days in my habit tracker. And so I'm going to go ahead and put in my last, well, I have one more night, I guess, but tonight I did not get much sleep last night. That's for sure. So, I am literally over here at 5 hours. Just got a lot on my mind. I'm excited for the long weekend and want to get a lot done. I have filled these in. I have today still to throw my 5 things away, finish my water. If I get in some dishes and laundry, great. And my daily resets are really for the weekday, so not necessarily for today. I have excited things going on with the early bird reveal that's happened. They go live on the 2nd of September. So we have some fun Halloween and fall things coming. So if that's your favorite, that's great. So this is what I've been doing. And I started to do a little bit of this, what I'm calling more of a traditional bullet journal style of planning. And so I have intermediate brain dumps. I have my daily stuff. And then I'm interjecting all of my meeting notes as I've gotten along in here. And so this is where I've kind of brought in and continued to use my bullet pages as my place where I've actually put in my notes for the day. And so here is where I am at. And so we're going to go ahead and finish out this one. So I'm going to do my Sunday. I'm literally am down to my last stickers on here. So we are just going to drop this in here like so. Let me grab some of my scissors to take a little piece off of here. And I just have a little bit of the strip left. Who knows? I might find a use for that. I have my Sunday from here also. I actually ended up using 2 of the journaling sticker sheets this month, which is always fun. I love using my stickers. And so here is Sunday. So what I do at the beginning of each day, just so you have an idea. Where is my pen? Here it is. And I love to use my friction pen for this because that way if I make a mistake, I can erase it. So we have this morning, I'm going to do weekly planning with the TPP, which is the plan in place, and that's at noon today. And then we're going at 12:30, we're leaving for some family fun. And then this afternoon at it's at 3. I wrote down 5, but that's not right. 3 is a workshop online that I've been attending with Wendy Cannon. Um, and there's information in the group if you have questions about that. I can put a link in the comments. And then at 5 p.m., I have my team meeting with the Harmony Heroes, and that's in the collective. And so you're also invited to that because we are going to be sharing some um, fun things, maybe some sneak peeks for the fall launch that's happening on the 2nd and the Halloween stuff. But also, I'm doing a little demonstration on how to use the scrap pockets that Tula 12 offers. So if you've never seen those or have seen them and wasn't really sure how to use them, I'm doing a little demonstration over there. So I'd love to have you jump over there and get in on that. So that's what we have this week. Okay. And then at the end of the week, because it's Sunday, I don't really have I'm not going to have any meetings or notes or anything like that. So I'm going to dive right into my weekly summary and my week in review. And so that's what we're going to go into right away. And so I am just going to come in here and I'm going to draw a line across here and we're going to do weekly review. And then that's going to come across. And so what was my week like? So this is just an opportunity for me to reflect on how things went for the week. And so over the past week, I experienced a good amount of focus on my decluttering goals and also got several projects started at work. I don't know. I can't think about this. It's hard for me to think when I am knowing that I am live with you. So I apologize. It's taken me a second to think about it. I stayed consistent, better than the last few weeks. Well, we'll stop there. I'm going to leave a little space so that I can come back in and add anything. And so now I want to just add one more space here. And this is going to be my summary. And so this is where I'm going to jot down things that would have, what worked. And I won't take up a bunch of time here, but I'll come back in and we'll say what worked, what didn't work. Only because I guess I feel pressured to think on the spot, and I don't do that very well sometimes when it comes to this kind of stuff. Okay, then I want to put down what is my focus for next week, and let's see. I guess I would have put this first, but lessons learned. All right, and so those are going to come in and I will put that there, and this will be kind of a part of my practice going forward. Okay, and then the next page was my pages where I colored in for my habits, on the elliptical, my one box decluttering, reading my affirmations, posting in social, and doing my habit tracker. So I did pretty good on this. I got a lot colored in. Looks like I only had one day where I barely did anything. And it was this past week, and that was, well, it was a crazy day. So I will just say that. All right. And then I had page where I made some notes. I didn't really end up using this very much. I am using this. I started to fill in. Today is the day to do some tracking on my social media, like how things are going. So I will finish filling that in. Here's where my affirmations were, had more coloring. I did my little pen test here because I used my back sheet to create a pocket. And then I had notes from my goal setting from last month where I set some goals and that went well. They came out, Wendy and Teresa came out from the Harmony Heroes with some goal setting formulas, and that has really worked for me. I'm really liking the little process that came into place. I have had like crazy things going on with my nails over the last year, and we're finally, I think, on the other side of things. But I'm kind of scared to go to a nail salon. And so it occurred to me that I could use Color Street and try that. So I'm trying that. So now we have some color on our nails, which I haven't had for months and months and months. And then I got some new washi, so I put that in here. So my little place of memories is filling in nicely. Then I use these pages in the back for like internal meetings. So I had some training I did, had some meetings with my supervisor that are in here. And that is how I used my August Art of Planning and Journaling. Now, the September one has all the changes in it that I have shared. I think it was in another video where I shared a lot of that stuff, but I am going to be taking some of the pieces out of here that to use for my bullet journaling. And so I'm going to keep the page that has some of the routine trackers. I am going to be keeping this tracker page too, because I like my habit trackers and I think they help me move forward. And then I think I'm taking in one or two other things, and I can't think of them at the moment because they changed out of here. But I'll come back with another video and kind of share what that is. But I really wanted to show you how I am transitioning. And so this is just wrapping up what I did this month for August. And I wanted to kind of show you how I laid out my week and what I do every day. And so that's what this was a little bit for. And then we'll go forward and I'll show a video with my new setup, and which I'm really excited about. So I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you're planning. I hope you're having a fun holiday weekend. Happy Labor Day. And I hope you get in some fun family time if you have a chance. And I will see you very soon. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. Bye.